everyone, it's Ashley, and today I am finally bringing you my East Coast book haul from July. It is definitely the end of August now. For those of you who don't follow me on my other social medias, especially Instagram, I road tripped the east coast of Canada this summer at the beginning of July for my birthday. I camped for 10 days across the east coast. It was phenomenal, but I did go into a lot of independent bookshops while I was there, and I got a decent amount of books. I got, I think, five books. The first book I have to show you guys is A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. This is one of the Shakespeare plays that I have never read, and I've also never seen an adaptation of this live in theater. So there are certain things, like I've seen Othello live, but I've never read Othello, but I feel like I can say that I have experienced Othello because I've seen it, and originally they were meant to be seen, not read. Shocking. I do think that this is going to end up being my favorite Shakespeare play. I have really high hopes for it. And the main reason I have never read it is because I have such high hopes for it, and I'm a little worried that it might disappoint me. But while I was in the East Coast, Danick and I were at a used bookstore. I actually forget the name of it, but I did grab a picture, so I will shove the picture up somewhere on the screen here, and I will also leave the bookshops, all of the bookshops that I talk about in this video in the description box down below in case you want to check them out yourselves. Anyway, while we were in that bookshop, there was a used play section of the shop, and I mentioned to Danick that I had never read A Midsummer Night's Dream before, and he was like, oh my god, I think you're going to love that play. I can't believe you've never read it, because Danick teaches high school English, for those of you who don't know. And basically, he was like, you have to read this, and he found me the best copy with the best kind of font and paper and such in the inside, and then he bought it for me. So this is the first book I got on the East Coast trip, and I'm really excited about it. I have not read it yet, but when I do, I will be sure to let you guys know what I think. If you've read a lot of Shakespeare plays, comment down below and let me know which one is your favorite. And also, if you haven't read any, but you've seen adaptations or you've seen theater productions of them, etc., just comment down below and let me know what your favorite Shakespeare play is. Next, we have two books that I got from Lexicon Books in Lunenburg, Nova Scotia. I loved this bookstore. The woman who was working while I was there was phenomenal. She's actually also an author. I will try to find all of her links and link her down below if I can find her links. But I did pick up two books while I was there. The first one is When Dimple Met Rishi. I have not read this yet. I don't know why. I guess it's probably because I didn't own it. But now I do, and I'm very excited about reading it. This gets rave reviews in the booktube community. It is a cute contemporary YA with a diverse cast and an own voices author telling, so I'm just super excited about reading this. And again, it's just one of those YAs that I think I will fly through, so I'm very excited about it. Also, this cover is just so stinking cute. I also picked up The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Goss. This cover is one that I've been eyeing for a very long time. As you can see, it is gorgeous. And basically, it's a Jekyll and Hyde retelling with a Sherlock Holmes retelling as well. And the main character is Mary Jekyll. And it's just yes, I want some literature retellings with kick-ass female main characters, and I'm just very excited about this. Also, I've never read Jekyll and Hyde, and I've never read any Sherlock Holmes. Next, I went to a bookstore called Bookmark, correct me if I'm wrong, in Halifax, Nova Scotia. There's also another one in Charlottetown, but I specifically bought this book in the Halifax location, and that is Nocturnes by Kazuo Ishiguro. I read Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro earlier last year, and I loved it. It was so well written and so well done, and paced and plotted, and it was really good. And I've been wanting to pick up another book by this author ever since then, but every time I go into a bookshop, I'm not feeling any of the books, if that makes sense. Sometimes I go into a bookstore and I'm like, this looks so good, but I'm just not in the mood. I'm just not feeling that kind of read right now. But this one looks so interesting, and I'm so excited about it. If I remember correctly, it kind of takes place with the idea of music at the center of it, and it's a set of short stories that connect through that theme, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to read another thing written by this author, because I just thoroughly enjoyed the writing in Never Let Me Go, so again, excited. Shocking. And last but not least, I picked up another book while we were in Lunenburg, and I believe it was at a bookstore called Bound Books. Again, I will leave all of the bookstores linked down below if I can find them on social media. And that is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. This also has Dracula by Bram Stoker in it. I probably won't read Dracula. I really have no desire to read Dracula, but I have been eyeing that new Mary Shelley biopic, and I want to see it so bad. And I've never read Frankenstein, and Frankenstein is literally like genre creating as a book. And I just really think it's one of those books that I should read, like that I should experience, because it's a genre that I care for and that I love and that I'm happy exists. And I really do believe that like this woman created that genre and, you know, deserves to be read. I saw this one and it was used and it was super cheap, and like there are illustrations in it, and also it is not mass market, and a lot of times with classic books like this they're all mass market and I don't like to read mass market. So I found this and I was very excited about it, so I picked it up, and even though it is ginormous and traveling with it is going to be near impossible, I'm still very, very excited about it. Okay, so that is my East Coast book haul for you. I like this because it is all very different. It's like, this is kind of literary fiction. This is more fantasy. This is contemporary YA. This is literally a Shakespearean play. And this is like classic genre creating sci-fi. And I just feel like this is like so varying in genre and style and all of that jazz. And I just feel like I have grown a lot as a reader. And I like didn't really notice it as it was happening, but now I look back and I'm like, I am not the same reader I was 6 years ago at all. And it's amazing. Like, I still like the same genres I did back then, but I like genres I never would have picked up 6 years ago. And it's kind of nice to like see myself grow as a reader, if that makes sense. But anyways, I'm very excited about all of these things, which maybe I can hold up for you properly. Ta-da! If you have read or want to read any of these books, make sure to comment down below and let me know. And other than that, I will see you guys soon with another video. Happy reading.